Hello everyone, my name is James and welcome to Shard TCG, and today we are doing a breakdown of the Aberrations in Set 1 Origins of Shard TCG. And we're going to be starting off with the Zorthrin today. So a one-shot void aberration with 4 eyes, 4 tendrils and a metallic jaw. One of my earlier drawings, so I feel that the art level is a little below my modern day standards, but taking away the level of detail and focusing on the creature design, I feel that this is a great little aesthetically pleasing monstrosity that seems to be popular with some of our players of Shard TCG. Now let's dive into the stats of this creature. We have 2 health, which is pretty standard for a one-shot creature. Nothing special there. Its spectral reach attack inflicts 2 phase damage, so we can see that this creature isn't purely a void element creature. That phase attack may prove very useful in the future when we introduce cards that focus on elements of creatures' actions more. I can easily see a haunting harassment channel spell or something like that that'll trigger whenever a phase action is used, or something along those lines. Now if we take a look at the Zorthrin's other action, we can see that this is also an attack. So this is an all offense creature, no counters, no blocks for this guy. Its other attack is called Occult Tendrils. It is a 3 attack with banishing as its action effect. This means when this creature deals a killing blow to another creature, that creature is sent to the void instead of the graveyard. It's a handy action effect to have if you're using a lot of void spells that will likely trigger through creatures being banished. And lastly, let's take a look at the Zorthrin's effect, Sorcerer's Offering. This effect allows you to banish a spell card from your hand in order to force your opponent to discard 2 cards from the top of their deck. This ties in with our idea of aberrations as magic eaters. So by offering up a spell card to the Zorthrin, you can unlock the creature's ability to hurt your opponent in a different way than usual. Okay, and next up we have the Octoculous, a strange one-shot aberration of light. This creature also shows a dual element with its shadow attack, Tedious Grasp, which is a 2 damage with weakening action. This allows the Octoculous to lower its opponent's damage that it may deal by 1 each time it attacks with a Tedious Grasp. So a handy creature to have out in the field if you need to wear down your opponent. The Octoculous also has a nice 3 health, which is above standard for one-shot creatures. Its second action is a light element counter named Provoked Glare that will take out most one-shot creatures if they attempt to inflict any harm to you. But where the Octoculous really shines is when it uses its effect, Cloaked Vision. By spending a mana or a ward, you allow this creature to reveal 1 cloaked creature that is hidden on the field. This is extremely useful as cloaked creatures can be quite a pest in Shard TCG. So to sum up, the weird thing with 8 eyes is good at finding things that like to hide. I really hope you enjoy this outside of the box thinking that we bring to you here at Shard TCG. And third up we have the Krake, a creature designed by Richard in a drunken haze one night. This Stranger Things-esque monstrosity is a one-shot arcane aberration with a standard 2 health and 1 block, but with its attack action Slash, it can inflict 3 damage to its target. Combine that with its effect, Manorian Enhancement, and this creature becomes a thing of nightmares. Manorian Enhancement allows this creature to temporarily increase its attack by spending mana that you have, or wards that are on the field from previous card effect. It is a costly way to gain attack power for a short period of time, but the Krake is a very useful card for getting out of those tough situations where sometimes the only option is to just rush in full force. Our 2-shard aberration of the Origin set is the Kayakus, a strange Lovecraftian style Quake element monster that also has the Manorian Enhancement effect that we went over already on the Krake previously. I remember when designing the Kayakus, I really wanted tusks. That was it. That was the only note I had when I dived into this creation. And from that I decided against having eyes and opted for these alien green tendrils, which really enforce this feeling of unpredictability in the Kayakus. Because as humans we use our eyes to read people's emotions, so the absence of eyes is naturally unsettling to us because we can't gauge whether something is a threat as easily. The Kayakus' stats are standard with a 4 attack and 4 health with 1 block. But just remember that Minorian enhancement effect allows it to boost its attack significantly. Remember, you begin your turn with 5 mana and you can potentially sink all of that into the Kayakus to bring its damage up to a powerful 9 damage that will take out most creatures in Shard TCG. The Mimic. This 3 Shard Shadow creature is probably quite familiar to you. We took the popular design of the Mimic and didn't deviate much from it. Now, mimics can come in all shapes and sizes, so we really could have done anything with this creature, but sometimes it is stupid to try and reinvent the wheel. So we went with the classic treasure chest mimic. And just a side note, I'm not sure if you're aware, we are creating a subspecies of mimic called the voodoo mimic, where it's disguised as a voodoo doll. We already have a video out on the Shard TCG channel that reveals that creature, so be sure to check that out. I'll try and put in the link above for some easy clicking. Now, the Mimic has the Cloak title, which means it cannot be targeted by attacks and spells unless an effect states otherwise. This allows the Mimic to sit and wait for the opportune moment to strike with its incredibly strong counter, Luring Strike, that hits for a massive 7 Quake damage. Unfortunately, this counter has the overexert action effect, which means the Mimic will be revealed and vulnerable during the next turn as it is resting from using its action. Its low attack of just 1 won't really cause your opponent much trouble, but that is when the Mimic's effect, Shapeshift, comes into play. This creature can swap the values of its attack and counter actions, which means the Mimic can use that big 7 attack damage without the consequence of overexert that will hinder it the turn after. I believe the Mimic has great potential, but should only be used by more experienced players who can control the flow of the game and utilize the Mimic's abilities to the best of their own ability. Okay, and last up we have the Knack here. This arcane creature costs a summoner 4 valuable shards to summon to the field, so you know it's going to be good. It possesses the Spellbreaker title that allows this creature to target spells and destroy them during the combat phase. Its attack, Laystorm, has warding, where this creature can generate wards after it has used this action. The ward will remain on the creature and protect it from your opponent's spells, so good luck trying to bombard this terror with spells to try and remove it from the field, because it isn't going to happen easily. Its effect, Devour Magic, allows you to spend 1 ward that you own to gain a shard. This makes the Naxxramas an excellent addition to anyone's deck, as it speeds up your game by generating additional shards to summon other creatures, as well as boasting a formidable 8 health that should keep this creature present on the field for enough time for it to use its effect to aid you on the path to victory. So to sum up, the Naxxramas is an all-round heavy-hitting, spell-destroying beast of a creature, and rightfully will give your opponent some spicy armpits if they see this creature out on the field. Okay guys, you've been great today. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much.